I have lived near the Pine Barrens my entire life. Everyone who grows up around here knows the rules about the woods. Do not follow deer paths after dark. If you hear someone call your name and you are alone, do not answer. And if you find a staircase in the middle of nowhere, never climb it. I thought these were just stories parents tell to keep kids from wandering too deep. I was wrong. It happened on a Sunday afternoon in October. I was hiking with my dog Max on a trail I had walked 100 times before. About 3 miles in, Max stopped. He would not move. He was staring into a thick cluster of trees, growling low in his chest. I pulled his leash, but he would not budge. I looked where he was staring. There was a staircase. It was a wooden staircase, old and rotting, standing completely alone in the middle of the forest. There was no house, no building, no foundation, just stairs. They went up about 15 feet and stopped at a wooden platform. The platform had nothing on it, but the stairs looked wrong somehow. They led up to nothing, but they felt like they led somewhere else. I had heard the stories. Everyone in town knows about the stairs. They appear and disappear, the old folks say. If you climb them, you might not come back the same, or you might not come back at all. I should have turned around. I should have grabbed Max and gone home, but I am an idiot. I tied Max to a nearby tree and walked toward the stairs. The wood creaked under my first step, but it held. I took another step, then another. The air got colder with every step up. By the time I reached the top, my breath was visible in the air even though it was a warm autumn day. The platform was empty, just bare wooden planks. But when I looked out at the forest from the top of the stairs, I realized something was wrong. The sun was gone. The sky was not blue anymore. It was a deep purple, like twilight. The trees below looked wrong too, thinner and darker like the skeletons of trees. And I could hear something, a whisper, coming from beneath the platform. I climbed down immediately, nearly falling twice. When I looked up at the stairs from the ground, they were gone, just empty forest. Max was whimpering, pulling at his leash, trying to get away. I never told anyone what happened, but I could not stop thinking about those stairs. Every night I dreamed about them. In my dreams I climbed them over and over, and each time the world at the top got worse. The purple sky turned red. The whispers turned into screams. On Tuesday, I went back to the woods. I brought a flashlight, a knife, and a camera. I found the exact spot where the stairs had been. Nothing there. I walked in wider and wider circles for an hour, but there was no sign of any stairs. I was about to give up when I heard Max start growling again. The stairs were back, but this time they were different. They looked older, more decayed. The wood was black with rot, and the platform at the top had something on it. I climbed them anyway. This time the sky at the top was not purple. It was completely black. No stars, no moon, just void. The trees below were gone, replaced by an endless field of gray ash. And on the platform, there was a door, a simple wooden door, standing upright with nothing around it. The whispers were coming from behind the door. I could understand them now. They were voices, human voices, all speaking at once, in desperate, terrified tones, begging, pleading, saying things I cannot repeat. The door handle was a simple metal ring. I reached for it. Max started barking wildly from below, the most terrified sound I have ever heard from a living creature. I pulled my hand back. The barking got louder, more frantic. I looked down and saw Max straining against his leash, foam dripping from his mouth, his eyes wild. I climbed down. The stairs disappeared behind me. That night I could not sleep. The whispers followed me home. I heard them in the pipes, in the wind outside my window, in the static of my TV. Hundreds of voices, all whispering the same thing. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. I found out the next day that a hiker had gone missing in the Pine Barrens. A man in his 40s, experienced outdoorsman. They found his camera on the ground near a clearing. The last photo showed a staircase that should not exist. I am selling my house. I am moving far away from these woods. But last night, I looked out my bedroom window and saw the staircase standing in my backyard. The platform was at eye level with my second floor window. And on the platform, the door was slightly open, just a crack, but I could see something moving inside. Something that was smiling back at me. The stairs are getting closer. They will find me wherever I go, and I am running out of time before I finally open that door.